Welcome back, you glorious gazobos. So, last episode on StarCraft 2, the visual novel, we were late to meeting Riva, and Riva used her reptilian galactic omnipotent powers of being Mr. Reptilian Mr. Yeon to teleport into our apartment and just claimed the door was unlocked when it wasn't. It wasn't. And we've just kind of been chatting with her. We've played a couple ladder matches, won one, but it was kind of bad, and then we lost a second one. Now we're just kind of getting to know Riva, and she just told us that she pays her bills by winning online tournaments. So to me, that makes her a badass. And I burped, and it was terrible. Ooh. Matches on the last week of every month, if I've not yet hit my quota, can be very stressful. Has been my life since I graduated high school. Damn, you don't mind the lack of space? I do. I'm enjoying this chance to stretch while it lasts. She demonstrates by falling back on my bed and fully extending her legs. I shake my head and try not to laugh. It'll last. The team house will be a nice upgrade for both of us. Riva sits up and rests her arms on her knees. Break time is over. Return to ladder. Alright. I spin my chair towards my computer. Spin my chair. Can I spin my chair? Hold on. I'm gonna spin in my chair. Taking off the headset. Fuck, I couldn't spin in my chair. Hold on. You guys could... No, maybe not. I have trash, like, right beside me. I, like, hit it to get a trash bag. I got my trash and I forgot to... Piling junk next to me, and it's kind of gross. But at least it's not on my desk. Ooh, I spin in my chair and resume my training. The blue light from my computer monitor shines in Riva's glasses. Her advice and my grumblings is all that is said between us. The matches bleed into one another, one foe falling after another. I'm on a proto-slaying groove. Riva goes quiet in the middle of a particular intense game, leaving only the sounds of my keyboard and mouse to click and clicks to mingle with the game sounds blasting from my headphones. I managed to prolong my win streak with a multi-pronged attack that forces my opponent to tap out. With a triumphant grin, I push off the desk and turn. Boom, 3 and find that Riva has fallen asleep on duty. That explains why she didn't point out my dropships were delayed. Really that late? I rest my hand against my cheek. Should I wake her and tell her to go home? She looks too peaceful for me to do that in good conscience. I can sleep on the floor, I guess. I bunch up a hoodie from my dresser into a makeshift pillow and rest myself in the space under my desk. The ground isn't exactly comfortable, but with enough shifting around, I find a decent spot. Sleeping under your desk? Why under your desk? I'd be so scared of catching one of those wires down there and just killing my computer. I say, even though my computer is like terrifying, the setup I have, I'm scared of my own computer. I don't. But seriously, you could have like slept on the floor on the opposite side of the room. No? Didn't have to hide underneath your computer desk. Not long after, my eyelids grow heavy and sleep claims me. I'm on the floor. Why am I on the floor? Trash on my desk is gone. My bed is made. Huh. Right, Riva. When I stand, an ache in my back forces me to wince. It's nothing serious, but I must have turned over in my sleep onto a weird angle. Text from Reva awaits me when I check my phone for the She borrowed some of my clean clothes. Really? Well, she at least admitted to it. The week ahead is going to be tough. 6 days probably isn't enough time to make any sort of serious breakthrough in terms of my mechanics or game sense. But it's long enough to craft a game plan which might edge out Bolt. My biggest issue is with the matchup that I have no idea what to expect from him. How does a Brood War player go about learning StarCraft 2? Maybe I should ask Excel or Jet. Whatever the case, the team is probably waiting for me at the Golden Zone Fire. I should hurry over. By noon, my wrists are sore from a morning of anti-rush defense. Without anything specific to practice again, Stunt spammed me with game after game of proxy gates, cannon rushes, and one base all-ins. I feel prepared to an incredibly unlikely case that Bolt risk the match on something like a 2-gate. Stunt's a 1-note Protoss, but he plays that note pretty damn well. What is it? Bruce Lee with his I don't fear a man that practiced 10,000 kicks. I fear a man that practices one kick 10,000 times. So I'm just, wow, so many people are coming online. I don't know if that shows up on video or not. I don't think it does. I don't think it shows. But so many of my friends were just like, hey, I'm playing games right now. So technically, Stunt here is a master of his craft. Like all the rest are kind of jack of all trades. They know a little bit about everything when it comes to their skill set. But Stunt, he has truly poured his heart and soul into what he liked doing. Good on you, kid. Yeah, good thing that doesn't. So many people. Ah, bit the side of my tongue. Can you try something else for a change? My brain is starting to fry. Heh, I'm not even warmed up yet. You're only able to defend against these builds because you're expecting them. Obviously, the point of a cheese to catch the opponent off guard. What's the point of cheesing when it's literally all you can do? You don't understand. Cheesing is an art that I will be the first to master. Well, he knows a Bruce Lee too. Seriously though, match needs to prepare for more than just your one base all-ins. Try playing standard for a change. Just then, Jet steps through the doors of Golden Zone Fire at a fierce pace, saving me from more of Stunt's abusive builds. But the relief I feel at her arrival shatters when I catch sight of the figure at her heels. Aw, shit. About to go down. This is the guy. This is our Sasuke. But not our Sasuke, because Sasuke was cool. And our friend. Jet would be like our Sasuke. If she turned tail, abandoned us, and then came back and was like, I've come to defeat you. And, that would be the case. So, he's not our Sasuke. Who is he? He's, Oh, I'm trying to think of good. Orochimaru. He gets to be Orochimaru. Yes, the Naruto comparisons shall continue. And that's who he gets to be. He even has the slightly terrifying snake look. Kind of. Not really. But if you squint both eyes and turn around, then you'll see it. Before I can question Bolt's presence, both he and Jet are standing before us. She shoots an annoyed glance at him before speaking. He insists on speaking with you before he'd agree to play. Bolt lifts his chin at me, savoring the moment. I need something from him. Show match. And he's well aware of the power it grants him. So Match, still desperate to make a name for yourself? I match his aloof expression with a hard one, determined to show that he can't intimidate me. Our sponsor needs a demonstration of the team's potential. It's not about me. Don't kid yourself, it's all about you. I'd be facing Jet, XL, or one of the wannabe dishwashers you managed to clown into signing. If it wasn't, do you think I haven't read what they're saying online? I draw a sharp breath to Bolt's amusement. He shakes out his wrist and offers a shrug. I normally have better things to do than play a show match in a lesser game, but hey, you caught me at a good time. My next Brood War match isn't for a few weeks. Just enough time to brush up on my StarCraft 2 and ship you back across the Pacific Ocean. Did you know that my team manager won't even let me play StarCraft 2 in the Shock team house? They say it's distracting toward the other players. I reach for another calming breath, but to find no relief. It's that smile of his. Wait, you just came here to talk trash? Quit wasting my time and accept the match. I'll accept, and I'll do you one better than you'll do me. Catch. Bolt pulls something out of his pocket and tosses it at me. My reflexes don't fail me and I snag the small black object in the midair. Oh, it's gonna be a thumb drive with one of his replays. This man is so cocky. He just handed us what he's gonna do. But we gotta be smart. We gotta be wise up here. You know, we gotta use the big brain. 3,000 IQ, his 2,000 IQ. That's what we have to do. I don't even know if that's what it is, but I'll finish that thought afterwards, okay? Yeah, it's a thumb drive. So, here's what we're gonna do. Whatever match he has saved on that, gotta be rigged. Not like rigged as in, oh, he played a match against someone and had it set up. Nah, it's rigged as in he wants us to think that's how he's gonna play. But the truth is, that's not even gonna be slightly how he does it. 50 replays. Study them all you'd like. You'll have no excuse when you lose. By the way, Jet, let me give you a tip. Next time you go behind my back for replays, don't try and get them from someone that shares my feelings on your opportunistic bullshit. Your foreigner mascot is lucky that I'm feeling generous. With an infuriating air of superiority, Bolt turns to leave. My teammates visibly share my frustration, but none of them rush to my defense. Maybe it's for a good reason. I can't keep relying on Jet or Excel to bail me out of trouble. Beating Bolt isn't their responsibility. It's mine. Hey, Bolt. He turns, mild surprise showing on his face when I flick the thumb drive out of my hand and at his feet. I won't lose to you again. Remember that. Tell yourself that. Ooh, he shows his teeth in a smirk and crushes the flash drive under his heel. Just like you told yourself you could qualify for the VCL. Damn! Bits of plastic and metal are all that remains of the USB when he lifts his foot and continues on his way out. The tension remains long after Bolt departs. Finally, Jet enters my personal space, eyes sharp and locked with mine. Why did you do that? We needed his replays. Excel steps forward and places a hand on Jet's shoulder. Bolt was trying to get into Match's head. You know that, Jet. It was the right call. Dang. He really didn't like the... he really didn't like the really didn't feel like leaning over to pick it up, huh? Those things are like 10,000 won. This quip earns him a perplexed stare from Excel and Jet. I'm too distracted to even react. Whatever, Match. If you're going to be showy, save it for when it'll gain you some fans. That gives me an idea for a ceremony after you beat this guy. Get like 10 flash drives and... A stunt? I have a better idea for a ceremony. We sign a contract with Enoch. Move into a team house. How's that sound? That's not as funny as what I had in mind. Enough banter. Get back to practicing. Take a break or something? I need a minute. We don't have a minute, especially without replays. Practice now. Also, something I noticed. I was editing videos and I realized I'm pretty sure this is episode 18? 18, 19? Maybe 17? No, it's definitely 18. 18 or 19, hands down. But I realized something. I thought when I downloaded this game, I thought it would be like half the size of like Terrania. And to be honest, we just keep going and I feel like we're just like building up just now. Like I feel like there's still so much to go. Like I don't know. I feel like it might end after we beat this guy and we then sign, and it's gonna cut. Like story ends when we start competing. You know, like we get into there, we start competing in the team league. But I'm not sure if that's even when it'll end. But dang, it's just kind of like impressive to me that this game or this story, this visual novel is actually going that long. It was not expected, and I have to say, it just keeps getting better the longer I keep going. Like at first I was kind of meh on it, but I was like, I'm gonna keep going, and right now I have to say I am so hooked into this story. 10 out of 10. The guys that made this, or girls, whoever made this, the developers, round of applause. I'm really enjoying it. All right, quick water break. That's good. That's good. All right. I quickly follow Stunt's lead back towards the PCs. Excel and Jet move in and take their seats behind us. From the top, no rushes, Stunt. Whew. I have absolutely no idea how anyone can practice for more than 10 hours a day. My wrists ache, my eyes hurt, my subconscious won't consider anything but unit composition and attack timings, but I can't get Bolt's stupid smirk out of my head. Worse still, with Jet forcing Stunt to play standard, our practice wasn't productive at all. She didn't seem happy with me when she left to meet the producers at the VSL studio, but after so many games, it became impossible for me to focus. What else are we supposed to do? Riva doesn't seem like she's in practice for any race but Terran. Do we even have a chance against Bolt? Did I ever in the first place? Dude, how's anyone macro? It's boring, exhausting, and makes you consider zillion of variables. Oh my god. Economy. Management is stupid. You just described what StarCraft is supposed to be, minus the boring part. Well, I don't like it. I'm at my best when I can focus on microing. Who says I should have to play a game past 10-minute mark, huh? No one, as long as you're okay with an awful win rate. With a practice done for the day, I agree to join Excel and Stunt for dinner, while Jet deals with the logistics and setup for the match. I'm led down a smoky side street where greasy and fragrant smells mingle. My experience with street food so far hasn't been great, but I trust the judgment of Stunt and Excel. Row after row of stalls are thick with customers clamoring for a hot meal. The three of us browse various offerings before Stunt insists on one in particular. And before I struggle to say that word, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.